It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. For the Timberwolves, this is the last game before heading back to Minnesota.
A nice clean game, huh?
And, of course, Doug McDermott. This outing only his second game since the trade.
That trade is something that has the staff, players, and fans excited. They think it may be the piece of the puzzle necessary to get over the proverbial hurdle.
And with good reason. I mean, we're talking about one of the very best we have in our league, and you have to think he'd help any team.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Payne, and it's Towns in at the 5. Now here's McDermott. Back to Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. Jordan inside, working on Payne. Boston on D. It's a three-point game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Greg, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion. They didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be flat and listless, no spark.
Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
And here is Muhammad following the three-pointer by Doug McDermott. Rubio outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Thomas. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. McDermott passes to Jordan. Muhammad with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Jordan the screen. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Rejected by Payne.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And that one's good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Bradley. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Atlanta.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position. And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Rubio against Thomas. Now here's Rubio. He's tightly guarded. Inside. Towns kicks to Muhammad. And again it's Minnesota. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench. Man, he was He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Muhammad with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Rubio against Thomas. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. McDermott, no one around him. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And it's 6 points for Doug McDermott.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
There's the pick. Rubio dishes to Wiggins. And there's the feed to Muhammad. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. There was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player we showed last year. He belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
And for Muhammad, it's weird that so many fans had given up on a player just after his rookie season. I mean, he's vindicated anyone who stuck with him after his slow rookie start.
And finished off by Sullinger.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Boston trailing. Kicks it to Thomas. Sullinger, a screen on Rubio. Thomas passes to Sullinger. That evens the score. Sullinger's got his second basket of the game.
And for Muhammad, a lot of it had to do with the hype he got in college, coupled with his age situation. So when he struggled, people were too quick to write him off. But he has showed he can ball.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Well, I asked him what strategy they were going to use at the offensive end, and he told me that they did not want to have to rely on their perimeter game. Instead, he plans to exploit what he described as a mismatch on the interior, saying, quote, "We have the talent inside to make things very difficult on them. We're going to use it." Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller comes in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Green in for Bradley. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. Levine comes in for Muhammad. Here's Levine. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Nets. Pekovic with the screen on Green. Off the pick. Can't hit. Well, Greg, it would work out for Minnesota with all those losses. They got the lucky bounce, Clark, and the #1 pick in the draft.
And, you know, it's the first time in a long time that the worst team in the league actually got the top pick in the draft. Allowed Minnesota to add another great young big to complement Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins.
Now, here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. And Thomas, here we go. And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Evans, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Sewell Butler comes in for Doug McDermott. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Thomas. Miller kicks to Levine. Now here's Pekovic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Now here is Miller to end the drought. And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist by Miller. Pekovic has got his first points of the game. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Butler on the wing. Here's Here's Galloway. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Over in the corner, Green. Wide open look, and that's good for 2. And the Celtics lead by 1.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Levine. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Feeds it to Jang. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league rankings. Second in rebounding, second in free throw percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
So it's Minnesota now, following the three-pointer by Boston. Miller up on top. He had 13 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Here's Galloway. And it's Boston with another.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here is Miller. 4-point game. From 12 feet out, Jang. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And a nice soft touch on the boards.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Yeah, but how about the fight there prior to that ball being available? That's what I like and what you need to really focus on when they have plays like that.
So it's Boston now after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Galloway. Zeller, a screen on Miller. Jumper off the screen. Galloway, no good. The Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Chang with a screen on Butler. Pekovic against Green. And it's Pekovic missing.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Galloway kicks to Zeller. Shoots from the block. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Timberwolves trail by 5. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And for Gorgui Dieng, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor, but I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
Here's Galloway following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. There's the pick. Back to Evans. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the wide open shot from Green. And the three off target.
You know, on the topic of Zhang, he did improve in practically every category in year 2. Offensively, though, he still looked a bit mechanical. And on defense, he still went for too many head fakes, but you've got to like his upside.
Celtics leading by 3. Over in the corner, Green. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Now here's Wiggins. He has 7 from 12 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And talking about Gorgie Jang, he recorded 22 points and 21 rebounds in a game his rookie season. Amazingly, it was the first ever 2020 game by a Timberwolves rookie. The Wolves, of course, once home to Kevin Garnett and Kevin Love, so that's pretty good company.
Timberwolves trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Pekovic. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Pekovic has got his second basket of the night. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Outside, Green. Evans dishes to Galloway. Out left to the wing. And Zeller kicks to Galloway. They set the pick. No luck. And Minnesota will come the other way. Bean passes to Miller. Here's Dang. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Shot by Zeller, no good. Wiggins, right side. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be...
Tie game in Boston. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Minnesota, Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Downs is out there with Payne, and it's Muhammad in at the 3. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Bradley. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Pass to Jordan. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Thomas against Rubio. Outside Thomas. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Finished off the break. Levine's got his first basket of the night.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Outside Thomas. "13 feet away. It's deflected. They get it back. And Bradley gets it to go.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Levine dishes to Rubio. He feeds it to Payne. The pass to Muhammad. Out to the right wing. Levine kicks to Payne. Three-pointer. Muhammad, no luck. Celtics leading by 3. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Sullinger. Muhammad grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. You could see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
But they'll get another chance. Thomas gets a wide-open look. Here's Sullinger. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second-chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Boston making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Levine.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Rubio against Thomas. Pekovic with the screen for Muhammad. No good. And it's Boston the other way. Now Thomas. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. McDermott kicks to Thomas. Sullinger with the ball. Working on Payne. That's good. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And a look at the 2K leaderboard now with the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. In the third spot, Pekovic.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Well, you know, I want to be careful about making a blanket statement here. There are a lot of big guys who are really steady at the line. And this group proves that size is not a hindrance when it comes to free throw prowess. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
There's Galloway. Picked by Zeller. Pass to Galloway. Clock at 6. They set the pick. He kicks it to Evans. That's a 2 from Butler. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 6. Rubio with it. Butler covering. And here's Rubio. 17 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
The dish to Galloway. Out to the wing. McDermott passes to Zeller. Can't hit. Great D that time from Pekovic.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
There's the screen. Right side, Butler. Shot clock at 5. Picked by Zeller. Galloway kicks to Zeller. Minnesota with the rebound. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
interconference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Here's Galloway. Evans, right side. And stolen by Payne. Now here's Muhammad, guarded closely. There's a good screen. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And there's Muhammad. That's good on the assist by Miller. And it's 9 points for Shabazz Muhammad. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Zhang comes in for Adrian Payne, and Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Green, no luck.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You've got to improvise sometimes.
Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Miller kicks to Zhang. Out to the wing. Now here's Muhammad, guarded by Green. He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover.
Over the last 10 games, you can see where the Timberwolves rank in the league. 1st in assists, 4th in free throw percentage. And they're right there, among the top 5 teams in second chance points. Doing a really good job of offensive rebounding and then being able to score the ball when they get that second chance.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively. Playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Miller with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Pekovic kicks to Muhammad. Back to Pekovic. No good off the front iron.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those 2 things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Now, here is Miller, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They set the pick. Galloway kicks to Green. Off target from outside. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Wiggins dishes to Miller. Here's Muhammad. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 6 assists in the game. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Pass to Butler. It's up a 3. No luck. Wiggins with some nice D. Muhammad, no luck.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The Celtics shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Galloway kicks to Green. He dishes it to Galloway. Back to Green. The Celtics working the ball around now. And the rejection by Zhang. Now, Wiggins. He had an 18-point outing in the last game. Zhang with the screen for Miller. Shoots from the line. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just
against the Nets in Brooklyn. Miller, the pass to Wiggins. Muhammad up top. Zhang, a screen.
Couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Butler. And they will fall over the back on the play.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up, because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Boston. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dean comes in for Miller. Dishes it to Muhammad. It's coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. You look at Gorgui Dieng and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him. Wiggins against Butler. Wiggins kicks to Dieng. And last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game's a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Sullinger's checked in for Zeller. Avery Bradley comes in for Butler. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Langston Galloway. And Green gets it to go. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 14-6 run.
And Dieng last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Here's Towns. From 6 feet out, he nails it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Bradley passes to Thomas. Back to Bradley. There's Green with the 3. Again, the miss by Green.
And Dieng isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Double team on Thomas. The drive by Jordan. And here's Green outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Green's got 7 now in this quarter. Here's Levine. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Here's Green. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Green's got 14 points. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Green. He's got 14 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside Bradley. It's rebounded by Towns.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
17-foot shot on the way. And there's Muhammad. That's good on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 6th assist on the night. Down low, here's Thomas. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
The feed now to Towns. Puts it up from 12, and it's blocked by Jordan. Wiggins drives in. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Bradley dishes to Thomas. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Out to the right wing. And Muhammad kicks to Towns. Makes it off the glass. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Kicks it to Thomas. Jordan will screen to the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Feeds it to Bradley. Rolls it up. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one.
One of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. Bradley kicks to Thomas, and he gets the bucket. Thomas got 9.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Minnesota calls timeout. Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
It's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And that sends Andrew Wiggins to the free throw line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
With Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And here is Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Rubio against Thomas. That's short off the rim.
And, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Sullinger the screen. Bradley drives in at the elbow. Sullinger. Nice job coming off that screen. Sullinger's got 4 points this quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Towns, no luck. Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Upside Thomas. Pass to Jordan. Back to Thomas. Jordan sets the pick for Thomas. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. 5th, the Timberwolves.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
And the Celtics making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Payne. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. McDermott can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. 14 points for Andrew Wiggins. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Zeller. Back to Thomas. Here's Bradley. Boston again missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Thomas over to help. Goes up at the stripe. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires it up. Down low. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Nikola Pekovic.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Green, he's checked in for Bradley. Minnesota also making some changes. Gorgie Dang comes in for Towns. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Outside Thomas. On the wing, Green. The pass to Zeller. Up off the screen.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And so Zeller nails both of them.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
That's good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Jordan the screen. Here's McDermott. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 6th assist on the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Miller against Thomas. They set the screen. Pass to LaVine. Shot off the pick. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. LaVine's got 8.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Jordan the screen. Thomas with the ball. He's got 9. Green kicks to Zeller. And another basket for Boston.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Thomas against Miller. Lets it go from 14. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
That ties the game. He's got 17.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Miller against Thomas. And it's Miller penetrating. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Louis Amundsen, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Thomas. Here's Here's Galloway to the right side. McDermott. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Getting back to Miller last year, he was 16th in the league, which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, a couple of things happened, I thought. He slowed down a little, and he was playing behind John Wall. That led to the fewest minutes per game of his career, and the rest of his stats kind of followed suit.
Here's Galloway. Amundsen kicks to Green. The dish now to McDermott. That three off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Wiggins with it. Now Green defending. Wiggins against Green. Wiggins drives in. Here's Pekovic. The rebound by the Celtics. McDermott's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Galloway kicks to Green for the lead. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Dang. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Green. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Galloway. He kicks to Amundsen. Here's Galloway. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. Zhang's got 4 rebounds in this game. Greg, as you said, with the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And guys, for Zach LaVine, once he finally got comfortable last season, boy, did he heat up. He shot 42% over his rookie year, but 47% over the last month. And I think that gave him a lot of confidence as he's entering into year 2.
Zeller inside, covered by Pekovic. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. You know, as Greg was talking about, LaVine was a lights-out shooter at times in college. He would go on these benches, falling back, Clark, from 25 feet, and draining it. I mean, unreal shots.
Well, it looks good when they're going down, but he also can bend, shoot you out of a game. So you pick your poison.
Butler, he's checked in for Boston. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Payne's checked in. LaVine kicks to Zhang. Butler against Wiggins. The shot is off, so the Celtics will take it the other way. Butler on the wing with a tie. Payne grabs the board. Timberwolves leading by 3. Hobbit with it. He's against Green. The turnaround Jay. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Galloway hits both of them. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 8. Passes it to Muhammad. Back to Rubio. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll have the start. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Here is Rubio. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Payne out there with Towns, and it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Here's Sullinger. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Levine kicks to Rubio. Wasted no time on that one.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Rubio against Thomas. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Sullinger the screen. 5 to shoot. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Green inside. Muhammad covering. It's blocked. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Sullinger the screen. And it's Bradley off the drive. Green left side. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Here's Muhammad. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Outside Bradley. He dishes it to Green. And there's the feed to Sullinger. Back to Green. Elbow shot is on the way. Good as the jump shot falls. Green's got 4 points this quarter. Timberwolves leading by 5. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. 18 feet out. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Rubio.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Celtics call timeout.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade and get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Ricky Rubio and Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And back to Rubio. With the pressure of all that fanfare marking his arrival, he really focused in and hit the ground running. He was named Western Conference Rookie of the Month, first month of the season, and he finished second to Kyrie Irving for Rookie of the Year.
Butler attacking.
Timberwolves foul call. Shabazz Muhammad. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Boston.
That free throw good from Butler.
He'll be at the line shooting 2.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Checking out the game Rasul Butler is having. He has 8 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
Now Towns. Back to Rubio. Payne with a screen for Rubio. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Knocks it loose. And here's Wiggins. Dishes to Towns. Wiggins against Green. kicks it out to Rubio. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 16 points here for Ricky Rubio.
You know, talking about Rubio, he re-upped for a huge contract extension last season. Despite some injury and shooting woes, he got $56 million over 4 years. Well, that's a bunch of cheese for a guy that's still a bit of a question mark.
6 on the shot clock. Pick by Zeller. Thomas kicks to Zeller. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
That one is no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Rubio the pass to Payne. Wiggins kicks to Towns. Picked his pocket. Outside, Green. Feeds to Thomas. Kicks it to Butler. Wiggins with the block. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And Boston has possession. Here's Thomas. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
And so he hits both. Greg, you're talking about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on, Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
To the middle. Wiggins kicks to Muhammad. Just 5 to shoot. Towns wide open. Here's Wiggins. And Boston with the rebound.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Thomas with the ball. Zeller, a screen on Rubio. Thomas against Rubio. Thomas, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. And here we go. Here's Wiggins. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. And that's 20 points for Shabazz Muhammad.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Outside Thomas. There's a screen. Butler up top, covered by Wiggins. Butler dishes to Green. Here's Zeller, and that one is stuffed right through.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. Boston making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Amundsen. McDermott comes in for Rasul Butler. And Bradley's subbed in for Green. Pass to Payne. He feeds it to Wiggins. The tray. That is good.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Here's Thomas. And the pass to Zeller. Pass to McDermott. Back to Zeller. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jordan, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Here's Muhammad, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Just absolute domination in this one from Muhammad. He has 20 points and 7 assists.
And he's really put together a nice combination of points at the free throw line, but also getting the assists.
Can you say fundamentals clinic, guys?
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Thomas. There's the dish to Zeller. Back to Thomas. Zeller setting the pick for Thomas. He kicks to Zeller. Wide open. Payne grabs the board. Payne's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
Thomas against Rubio. Thomas passes to Zeller. Double team on Thomas. Puts it up from 12. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down to 4 on the bucket from Tyler Zeller.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. To the wing right side. Towns sets the pick for Muhammad. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
It's tipped. And Zeller kicks to Jordan. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense, Clark, was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that post.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Now here's Thomas. McDermott with the screen for Zeller. Thomas loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Rubio dishes to Wiggins to the left side wing. Here's Muhammad, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Thomas passes to Zeller. Outside Jordan. The feed to Thomas. Left side Bradley. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Green kicks to Thomas, stolen by Rubio. Here's Muhammad. And Boston with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Right side, Thomas uses the glass to finish the way. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're ahead by 4. 1:44 left in the 4th. Towards the Timberwolves now. They lead by 4. Rubio misses. The Celtics shooting in the 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Thomas dishes to Green. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Sullinger. Muhammad with the steal. Rubio at the elbow. Pushing it up. Here's Wiggins. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Towns with the steal. And the shot is good.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Jordan with the screen on Rubio. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And here we go. Rubio heading to the hoop. Payne's shot is good.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
And he gets it to go.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 6-point game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Offensive rebound, Celtics. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
And finished off by Sullinger.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 7. Just 4 seconds left in the game. So it's the Celtics now. Here's Green. And so Minnesota takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Ricky, a great individual performance by you tonight. What does it mean to you to be able to make such a contribution in a game like this?
Yeah, it means something. It means that we win. But, of course, I'm happy. But the most important thing is that we play as a team. We did it today, and we make shots.
You certainly did, Ricky. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
The thing that has to jump out of you is all of those points in the paint. he found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
Well, his passing, his instincts on offense, those were the keys to the game. He was spreading the ball around.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin